Darren, a tough one to take tonight, 2-1 defeat at Hebburn. It was good, bad and a bit of indifferent over the 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect description. The late one is a tough one to take for the players because, you know, the way it happened and the way the game went. We had opportunities even just before that goal went in to take the points, and I think both teams were then thinking about a draw, but it was, especially second half, midway through second half, it was too end to end for us. We weren't able to take any pressure off our back three, back four, back five, and maintain possession, and that, I think that just comes through a lack of experience. And what Hebburn did actually was work really hard, and we did that previous games. I'm not saying we didn't do it this evening. I just think our ball retention wasn't as good as it has been in previous games.
But it was quite good in the first 20 minutes. I thought we played some decent stuff.
Yep.
Probably our best spell of the match.
Yep.
Got the goal and then conceded a rather sloppy one at the other end.
Yeah, that it can happen, can't it? Goalkeepers can you know.
Well, in his defence, he must have caught 10 catches last week.
Yeah, 99 times out of 100 he catches that. That was actually, you know, I haven't spoken to him about it, but it was too easy for him, wasn't it? And I think he's just taken his eye off it, and that can happen, can't it? So you have to regroup and deal with that. We had some chances to be 2-0 up actually.
Yeah.
In that spell, like you say, that was a great start, which is what we were after. We just, like I say, I think purely because of the age of us at times, maintaining possession and having courage to play football when you're under pressure. We just lost that a little bit, and we went too direct, and then it was hard for Dave and Riggy to just maintain possession, and then you're playing from too deep to get up and support them. So there's definitely things to look at, but you know, we're not all negative about this evening. You know, we should have got a point, but we didn't. We move on and take some positives from the first 25-30 minutes.
It was a similar start to the second half. I thought we started quite brightly, but did we run out of steam, you know, too far from the end? We were hanging on a bit for a draw, and I think a draw might have been a good result tonight.
Yeah, and I wouldn't disagree with you. We were just looking at how do you know, you're taking experienced defenders off, and young Zach Martin and people like that, it's hard to throw them in with 6, 7, 8 minutes left, because you need to try and keep your experienced defenders on there. And yes, I think possibly their midfield too were a little bit strong for us this evening, and they were probably dominating that last 10 minutes of the game, and it was how we could try and sort that out and get some legs around that, but still have any momentum to go forward and try and keep them under pressure and try and nick one. So I need to watch it back, the second goal, to see what the issues were. I know we gave the ball away cheaply, and then it was possibly a bit too easy, but like you say, it could be just from a point of view of legs running out.
I was praising Dav throughout the second half for his hold-up play, doing quite well in that role, and ironically it was his bad touch that led to the counter-attack that led to the fortunate winner. Alex unlucky on that second occasion.
I did speak to Alex about that one, and as he's dived, it was just going right into his midriff, and was it Charlie, I think has tried to block it, and it's a wicked deflection. So them kind of things, I think when you're down the bottom, they hurt you, they matter, because what you're not doing at the other end is scoring the second goal to give you a cushion. So it always looks like when you're down the bottom, it's always us, and it always happens to us. Ironically, you need to score goals at the other end to make sure that if it does happen to you, you've still got that 2-goal cushion, that 1-goal cushion.
Get the equaliser first.
Yeah.
For me and you, an emotional moment when young Dan Hopper came on.
Yeah.
We both loved the late Tony Hopper, and for me it was a proud moment to see Dan follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's not why we brought him here. Do you know what I mean? But it'll mean a lot to him. I haven't really spoke to him as such, but I will in the week, and get him up to speed with what we want to use him for and what we can do with him. It was all a little bit rushed yesterday and this morning because of the lack of bodies we had available and the injuries we've got. So, yeah, he'll be delighted. He's delighted to come and play, and hopefully he'll get some goals for us and turn into the sort of hero here that his dad was.
Yeah, that's just a personal aside.
Yeah, absolutely.
From my point of view,
Yeah,
but the lad is a good player. You know, for 17, 18 years old, you know, he's got something, and I think a bright career ahead of him.
Yeah, when he was with me at Penrith last year, it was the same thing. He's got all the tools to be a professional footballer. What the young lads need nowadays is men's football, and that puts fight into them, and they get knocked about, and they learn quickly. So the best way to learn is play men's football, and what we have to do is at Workington is have a relationship with teams like Cal United where we can get their best youngsters to learn, but also while they're learning, make us better and stronger.
Darren, unfortunate end tonight. We go again on Saturday.
Yeah, we must be positive in going to Saturday's game, yeah.